I'm Cassie. I am the director of Klamath Film, and with me today is Akira and Mike, the creative minds behind The Boy Who Never Tangoed. Akira, Mike, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. We're so excited to be showing The Boy Who Never Tangoed in the 11th annual Klamath Independent Film Festival. And I honestly think this is the feature, and y'all are must be the youngest people we've had ever submit a feature to our film festival. So pretty exciting to
Oh,
be
wow.
screening it and everything, and just kind of shows the dedication to the craft and the ambition that y'all have had. So I'm so curious to dive in kind of the inspiration behind The Boy Who Never Tangoed and how it all kind of came together for both of you.
Yeah. Um,
Uh,
yeah.
Good
Okay.
question.
Thank you.
Um,
You want to go ahead?
yeah. So, Akira and I, since we were young, we have been making movies. That was kind of what we bonded over as little children. Um, and so, yeah, that was kind of just what we would do in our free time. And uh, Akira actually moved to Vancouver for about 2 years. Um, and so there was, this absence, and then he came back, and we just, what we had known for all of our friendship was like, oh, we're really into making movies, we're really into making videos and whatnot. So we came together, both with the aspiration of wanting to do a full length feature and kind of um, tower over what we had done previously. Uh, we had done the Eugene Film Festival 3 years in a row. Um, so yeah, we were like we wanted to go big or go home. So we decided, hey, let's try to make a feature. Um, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Very cool. Right on. So this feature, The Boy Who Never Tangoed, it feels kind of like a fever dream. It's like dreamy and it's so interesting and funny and it's very abstract and kind of a lot of ways that different like signature directors are and things like that. So what was kind of the inspiration? Where did this storyline come from? And how did you decide with those creative decisions, kind of how to pull it together in this almost dreamlike kind of feeling throughout the movie?
Mm.
Um, I think that it was sort of interesting. I think that it kind of originally there was sort of the framework we're working off of is a very standard sort of format. We're working within a genre with like coming of age and high school, and there's kind of a very expected way that that would go that I think we kind of do early in the movie, that we tried really hard to be like, okay, let's set this up in a very traditional way and then take it to a place that nobody's expecting it to go. Um, or, I mean, I don't even wanting it to go. I don't really know. But so we kind of, I think a lot of the more interesting parts and the kind of like the little all over the place, like this thing happens and this random thing happens, just came from us like kind of over a period of years, like collecting these little scenes that we wanted to have in a film that we kind of just put together in this film and kind of made it all into one thing.
Totally. That's awesome. Very cool. Mike, did you have anything to add to that?
Um, I mean, he got it pretty covered. But yeah, it was, definitely like taking for like the basis of the story, um, taking what would be the easiest, most accessible at the time. And at the time we were in high school. So that was kind of like let's do something in high school, and then from there it was like, okay, how can we subdue everyone's expectations? Yeah.
Right on. That's awesome. Yeah, and I'm so curious. I mean, so it's set in high school. You have your main character that we're following along. It is this coming of age, changes his hair, changes his style, and how he interacts with people. So how did you A, find like your actors and who you kind of wanted to play in these roles? And also B, was this the high school that y'all both attended? Like, how did that kind of work with the filming and location scouting and everything?
Yeah, so South Eugene High School, that was where I went for all 4 years of high school. Um, Akira had been in school in Vancouver, and then to Churchill High School, and then for his senior year, he came to South. So pretty much, we had like the basic stereotypes that we wanted this character to fit. And so we actually went to the drama department to see if the teacher, the lead of drama, if he knew anybody who would fit that role. So he kind of looked through everyone that he knew, and Kasper Skolnick was the name that he brought up, who at the time was a sophomore. And so we had no clue who he was, but he happened to have a whole bunch of friends that were like mutuals to my friends, right? So in all those classroom scenes, those are primarily like all of his close friends that were also my acquaintances. And so, yeah, which was great because with the drama department there, we actually got super close to, um, and a lot of the school scenes and the props were through the school and the drama department, which was very convenient. So cool relationship that was made. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Very cool. So yeah, as two young filmmakers who have been making films, it seems like your whole like kind of childhood together and everything, what I mean, advice would you have for other young filmmakers who might be like, oh man, maybe I want to make something or something like that? Do you have any advice to say? I mean, you're here in a film festival, so young and making feature films, like it's so exciting. So any sage advice that you would pass on?
Um, yeah, I mean, the number one thing that I tell people, because I have had a little bit of, people who are interested in what we're doing and everything. I just, I tell people, like, just make stuff. Like, just go out and make a thing. Like,
Mhm.
put zero pressure on it whatsoever. I think that that's how we started getting into it, was just, I was like 8. So it was very obviously there was no pressure on it. But I think that a lot of people who start maybe a little bit later, like, and I don't know, people put a lot of pressure on their first thing, and I think it's important just to do it, make some stuff, see if you like it, even because a lot of people make one thing and realize it's not for them. So
Mhm.
it's, yeah.
Awesome. Wise words. Mike, anything to add to that?
Yeah. I mean, I 100% agree. I think like a big thing was that number one, um, Akira and I had, been familiar with the craft and whatnot, but um, the whole process of uh, filming and scheduling and scoring and casting was something that was totally like we went into naked, you know. So like you truly, you know, don't know if you can do it or not until you just try. And I think that's one of the big things is like, um, you know, we are very young and did something that was very ambitious, but it was simply out of the fact that we really wanted to. And I think that want to is very very large. And number two, I think you know, like me and Akira were blessed to have the connections and equipment around us, but also 25% of this thing was shot on an iPhone.
Wow, that's awesome.
Um, yeah, like you know, it's you really don't have to have all the big equipment and the big like just do something that is of your taste that you like. Um, and once you've done that, then no one else's critique um, should really be able to phase you if it's something that you genuinely are passionate about. Yeah.
Totally. Man, very cool. That is really good advice. And it's amazing what iPhones can do. Last year, our winter films were shot on an iPhone. So like it, there shouldn't be these barriers that we kind of make in our heads maybe. So kind of just going out and doing it is totally true and very awesome. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, I'm excited to talk a little bit about y'all's production company, Chad Films. What's kind of cooking up for you guys? How did you guys decide to start Chad, and what does that kind of mean to you and about for you?
Um,
Um,
it's a great question. Michael, you got an answer for that?
you came in strong, it sounded like.
I mean, I don't know. I guess really the inspiration with Chad was that I think we make a lot of things. We plan to make a lot more things. And it was just meant to be, just like an umbrella to kind of put everything under. And I could definitely lie to you and say that there is a profoundly deep meaning to the name Chad, but there really isn't. Um,
I
and
mean,
so, yeah,
Chad is an eye of the beholder, so
I mean,
just
yeah,
Right on.
Chad adds up to your own interpretation, you know.
That's it.
Uh, but yeah, kind of like what Akira was saying. Like especially for like that opening credits, you know a film by Chad, an association with Chad. You know, it was like something where it immediately catches your eye, and you're like, who the hell is Chad? Um, you know, like he did all this, but yeah, and I think also confining it to one name, so it doesn't have to be like a Mike and Akira and an Akira or an Akira and Mike. It could be, you know, held by something where if anyone were to ask you or ask us like, oh, who did most of this or who did a lot of that, you know, you could just say Chad did it. Um, Kind of takes that pressure off, you know.
Absolutely, right on. It's like the perfect third source for you guys. It's like, no, it's Chad. It's just Chad. So
Yeah, let's be real.
right on. That's awesome. So what does Chad have cooking up next? Are you guys excited about anything to be working on, kind of going into the future?
um, yeah, we definitely have some stuff that are working on all the time. It's kind of absurd how
Yeah.
constantly we're doing stuff. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I think definitely right now, pushing the boy who never tangoed to its highest heights it could possibly reach is our
Uh,
primary objective. but there's always new stuff that we're working.
Yeah, yeah. There will be plenty more in the future. Um, Akira and I have collaborated on multiple like music videos in recent time, but I think you can definitely expect to see more collaborative things like that under the name Chad, for sure, for sure.
Right
Um,
on. That's so
yeah.
cool. Man, well, we're super excited to see it. We hope you submit to KIFF next year as well with whatever you guys do cook up. But yeah, was there any last things that you want to talk about with The Boy Who Never Tangoed? Anything you hope people take away, or I mean, just kind of still having fun with the filmmaking because it is such a fun film and just really fun and enjoyable to watch.
I can't think of anything. I think I think we've summed it up.
Right on.
Yeah. I guess if I had to say anything, like uh, I think we tried to plant in a lot of little details and odes to film and film history. So just keep an eye out for that. And yeah, have fun with it, man. It's a good time. Don't take it too serious.
Right on, y'all. And I hope you continue to have fun with it. It seems like you guys are really busy, but make sure to still have fun with everything you're making so that more great works like The Boy Who Never Tangoed can come out of Chad because we're really looking forward to it. So, Michael, Akira, thank you so much for meeting with us today and talking with us. Like, Michael, I know you're out in New York, so I appreciate your time today.
Most definitely. Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
Right on, right
I
on.
I I uh I feel like not many uh film festivals, especially kind of local, like have this connection, this one-on-one connection to um their attendees. So I think this is a super cool thing that you guys do. Yeah.
Totally right on. Yeah, we definitely kind of KIFF, one of our flagships is just making sure it's a super fun experience for the filmmakers. So we hope you guys definitely feel that. Come in here up in a few weeks and excited to see you in person and celebrate.
And definitely, yes, we're excited to see y'all.
Awesome.